Oh yeah, no, he's the one guy from the beginning of town, right? The one who's always like, I've heard a rumor that he's like the fuck, I can't remember the guy's name actually. I'm not sure they said, but the guy who's always he's like kind of giving him like the thumbs up or support kind of shit. What? Oh, okay. Not surprise me with that series. I mean, let's face it, that's just on par for that series.
Yep. Oh, yeah. And so, in a very weird way, completely stupidly by accident, Aqua basically was forced to clean up her mess.
Now, the question is... Well, no, never mind. I was going to say is whether or not she realizes what she did, but she obviously doesn't because she can't lie for shit, especially about something like that. So... Yeah, I would not be surprised if that's what it is. We're all doing alright. Yeah, just adjusting to grandparents living here. Yes. Yeah, no, they're good. Double the vaccine, double the fun, double mint gum. Well, no, but okay. Dude, could you imagine is someone having like vaccines as their king? Doctors hate him. Here's why. The closer that needle gets to his arm, the higher his boner is.
Nobody wonders anymore why he got the nickname.
Yes, needle dick is now a thing.
Ew.
What up?
Oh, hey, by the way, Tyler. Do you know when you and Mindy are getting your hits, your shots? The 6th of May? Awesome sauce.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why I didn't see that. So finally got a new bed after 15 years.
Yes.
Dude, this shit's amazing. Plus went from a twin to a queen size, so that it's weird, but I'm loving it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, just for that, maybe I need to get shades
Yeah, that
Yeah, normally you have to fill out some paperwork, Eric, and go through all this legal bullshit, and then you can change their name. But sometimes it's worth it just to piss off the child.
Okay. Here, 15 minutes. 15-minute warning.
to I was just gonna say that too. Damn it.
Does anybody know how that monk got through the door? The dead one.
What monk?
He used a key.
All right, so you guys have been resting now for about a full day since the collapse of Grimskull Castle. The massive raft-like front of the ship that you guys pulled using a combination of reduce spells and levitation spells to bring the debris is shored up on the icy crag below. That's about a good 30-foot drop of ice right where the cliff edge takes. And you guys all have about -5 hit points right now because this island still makes it really, really hard to recover hit points.
Wait, we all have -5?
Unless you were already fully healed by some other means, which none of you really were.
Would I still get the 10 bonus points from that blessing?
Temporary hit points are still applicable, yes.
Do they get to roll a hit dice for, wrestling?
No.
So wait, so all of us are nearly all of us are -5 now.
-5, not -5. You'd all be unconscious and the game would be over if you're all -5.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yes, okay, gotcha.
Did we take a long rest just last time?
Yes, after a full day of trying to salvage ship parts, you were able to get be able to take a long rest because of the setting sun. It is the second day of the rising sun, and for some of you, it's still going to take some adjusting to get used to.
Finally out of exhaustion points. Pog!
God, I feel fucking refreshed today. Okay. Let's get this fucking boat rolling.
Yes, there's a boat we have to deal with.
So, what all is left to do with this boat anyways?
Well, I wanted to shore it up and make sure it's nice and, ready to go. Can we get, some rope or something to climb down there?
I believe I have my rope we could use.
I guess we could use
Is that
somebody's
rope right there?
climbing kit to
That's the rope and the pick, yeah.
probably use that to set some pittance in the ice so you can climb down easier.
Yeah.
Especially since you're probably going to be going back and forth.
I softly fly down to the ship.
Well, except for that asshole.
I just realized I had spent all this time making Benson, and didn't realize he's not a fucking dragonborn. He's a winged tiefling. I even drew the wrong... Okay, hang on. I just need to...
No, it's totally fine because my character doesn't resemble a tiefling in any way, shape, or form, according to my variant.
Dude.
And I look like a dragon, and I have dragon scales.
There we go.
Skin.
No more Benson. Benson's dead.
Okay.
Somebody's gonna go ahead and break down camp.
I believe we killed Benson.
You need assistance with that?
No, they killed him just fine without you.
Okay.
Look, he's actually dead.
He's not dead.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna fly back up and be like, hey, what's everyone doing up here?
I think somebody's dealing with tents and ignoring us as usual.
Gotcha. Recast bonfire. because we don't want the fire to go out.
Another bonfire just reappears.
Hey, the Grogo guy, the only person that I actually know anyone's name. Do you want me to just like carry you down since no one's giving you rope?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try to pick him up.
I don't think you can carry me since I put my armor back on.
I don't really need to carry you. I just need to softly float down a cliff. I'm not trying to carry anything. I just need to hold your weight. I'm gonna like carry myself, but I'm gonna like have him slowly like we're just gonna glide down to it.
How do you want to secure yourself to Benson, Grogo?
I'm gonna like Cybermen hug him from the front.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Him or me?
Him.
Okay.
Oh, disadvantage. Oops.
I go off that 10. Okay, so yeah, you wrap your arms around him, you straddle and wrap your legs around his waist. His wings spread wide as he begins to take off to the air, and he's planning to just kind of parachute his way down. But unfortunately, your legs slip as you start dangling, hanging only by the grip of your, only the front grip. You actually drop the last 10 feet, landing hard on the wood. You take no damage.
Spencer,
Alright, so I can't find my...
up the knots and the ties. Fucking fixing any planks that are out of place.
I actually realized I don't believe I have my rope anymore, so I'm looking down at the guys and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna slip down now, or come down. Can someone catch me?
Okay,
Oh.
it might be dangerous, but do as you wish. Just realize there's water over there.
I'll stay. Never mind. I'll stay.
Hey, Somdi, can I use your climbing kit again?
Yeah, sure. Just make sure you don't lose or break anything, or you're gonna have to replace it.
Don't worry. If I do, I'll blame it on someone else. Thank you.
Well, then now I know it's you.
Like a tool check or something to like fix up this thing, or
Sleight of hand, and you can add your proficiency with your tools.
Oh, we're fixing stuff?
Well, he's trying to lash it all down, and he's actually got tools to do so.
what, you want me to like throw advantage or? What
Yeah, you can roll with advantage. Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't fucking matter anyway. So yeah, you fiddle with your little arcanist tool, or artificer tool, and you form a pair of pliers when you need pliers. You get a little ice pick hook or a pickaxe to like dig in deep and heave it closer. It splits into two smaller little handheld devices, and yeah, you're getting this thing lashed in cinch type ship shape.
God, that's a lot better. I'm gonna like also inspect it for any like rotten boards.
There are a couple rotten boards. Yeah, it's very clear. You didn't even need to roll for that. It's very clearly degrading in some areas.
Can I like try to repair some of those areas, or like?
It's wood. It's wood rot. Not even mending would reverse the time on it.
Well, I mean, if they're in like a not essential place, like remove some of the rotted boards to like help secure it a bit forward.
Oh, like take out the boards that are just no good?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can absolutely do that.
It helps secure it a bit more. You want another sleight of hand?
Nope, you don't need to for that.
Alright, ship's looking pretty good now.
Hey, Grego, did you manage to salvage any of the rope I used to tie it down before? I know it wasn't the best job, so I assumed that you'd be able to get a bunch of that back.
I don't know if they really undid me the rope so much as loosened it up, rehashed it together.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It just misworded it. Point being, I was hoping that we'd end up with some extra rope after you managed to fix this up.
I don't know. God's doing something.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. You guys keep going. You're doing great.
Well, I don't know anything about me getting rope back or not.
So yeah, when a lot of it was lashed together before, it was very sloppily done. It would take a lot of time to undo what was done to properly resecure. You're basically going in and optimizing what was done. To try and get some of the rope back would imply cutting some of the rope, because some of these knots are just so absurdly done, you don't even know how to get them undone.
It's just, it is what it is. I mean, the rope's already there. It's in fucking frigid icy water, so I mean, I just fixed it up. I didn't remove any rope.
Okay. Unfortunate. But as long as none of us need to hang ourselves later, we should be fine.
Hopefully not.
Why would we need to hang ourselves?
Well, if present company gets too much.
I mean, I got rope and I'm a doctor.
You got wings, so it would make hanging ourselves really easy. You just fly up in the air with the rope around the neck.
Yeah, but then you guys die and it's more work for me because I gotta bring people back to life.
Or you could not. On the other hand, you said you have rope. May I use it?
Yes.
Rope.
Yeah, I figure I'll set up some rope with the pittance from the climbing kit. That way you can climb back up easier. And those three can climb down here.
I don't have any climbing gear. I just got rope.
No, I have the climbing gear. I just needed the rope.
Oh, okay. You have rope now.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and start setting the pittance and like attaching the rope to them, so all the way up the slope.
Okay. Start hammering them into the ice. Ching, 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 ching. And you give one of them a real hard backhand.
He's just doing backflips up the fucking thing, like clanging in things, just like. This is the only way he has climbing speed, is fucking tumbling fool. Just imagine him like backflipping up the thing as he's like putting little things in, like. That's
Loki just wanted an excuse to use that sound effect.
I love that sound effect.
It's a good sound effect.
Alright.
Hey, Grego. When you guys got here, did you notice over to the east of us that there were like these dope looking like weird like ice statues?
We're kind of in a hurry, so we kind of just bolted straight to the castle. We figured we'd be able to get in and out and do our thing, but it ended up taking weeks, so kind of got fucked. We weren't really looking.
Last night when I made a trip around the island, I found some ships up and around in other areas and whatnot, but there's some cool ice sculpture thingies, not super far from us if you want to check them out before we go.
I mean, I'm all for treasure and fucking plundering this bitch's house and whatnot, but does everybody else feel the same way? We want to fucking stick around this shithole longer?
Not really.
I mean, we're already here.
The sooner we leave, though, the more, chances we don't have of dying because of the Yetis.
The ice queen's gone, and Yetis they're not hard to take care of. They're easy for me.
Yeah, but some of us require ammunitions, and that said person is running really low, and I don't see anything that I can make any ammunition out of, nor any forges that could actually work. So
Oh, I don't know any of this ammunition stuff that you talk about. But can't you stab things? Don't you know how to be a rogue?
I can stab things, but I prefer to shoot them.
Well, yeah, I know, but have you ever tried like walking close to someone that's a dragon, and then you're like, "Oh God, I spew random weird things from my mouth," and it sometimes looks like vomit, but it's actually acid.
No, because I've never had that happen to me before, nor would I get that close to a dragon.
Oh, well, I have that effect on people sometimes.
Charming.
You're making it more concerning to be around you.
Excellent.
I have poison spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I. You're not special.
It's like
Anyways.
It's like poison spray, but I call it dragon's breath.
So we got 2 for no, 2 for yes. Sandy, you got a vote on this shit or what?
So I think we have another issue.
We have a lot of issues.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Issue.
kind of behind us.
As you turn around, you notice the sound of crunching snow under massive feet begins to gather your attention, Everest. As you look over your shoulder, you see this large, hulking mass of a beast.
See, like I said, Yetis.
Well, to be fair, didn't take that long.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that our translator's
Zombie's gonna
dead.
pull out 5 pounds of wolf meat. That's the last of the wolf meat that he has, and he's gonna toss it to the Yeti.
How are you trying to toss it at? Like, its feet? At it? You trying to slap him in the face with some wolf meat?
Yeah, about 5 feet in front of him.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
He just kind of looks down, looks up, cocks his head to the side. He steps on the meat, lurches forward, his large, wide arms spread.
Sandy's gonna go ahead and pull out his longbow and shoot before he can do anything else.
Everyone roll for initiative.
That's looks like Master Shredder.
Aha.
Trying to appeal to my inner nerd and appreciate that.
Grub.
Hey, I would like to point out that my arrow hits and does damage before initiative starts because I attacked him before he attacked us, thusly being a surprise round.
Well, he hasn't attacked you, and he's aware of you, so there's no surprise.
Yes, because I distracted him because of the meat. Oh, look, meat! Surprise! Arrow in the chest.
That would totally work if me and Loki didn't have like a 7-hour conversation about surprise rounds.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Can we please have that at the start of every fight now?
Lucky,
Yes.
Lucky, I would not recommend that.
All right, Everest, you're up first, since you definitely were aware of the creature's presence before any others.
Yay! See, okay, that's what I thought. And sketching up.
Tumbling fool, you dip, dive, and dodge your way under the beast. His arm swipes as you duck low, stabbing him hard in the shin. The dagger pierces in deep. The creature cries out in pain. As you backflip your way through the snow. Hup, 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 hup.
And that'll do it.
Okay. Benson.
take flight. And how far up do I have to be to get above the cliff's edge?
It's 30 feet down from where you are.
Then I will go up 30 feet into the air.
Okay, you take flight. Rocketing straight up. The whole raft kind of teeters ever so slightly in the water.
I am going to use a metamagic spell to quicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be casting Firebolt.
Okay. Your hands whip around real quickly as it looks like you're just kind of like dancing in place. You know, you do that double fist back roll. And then you hold the firebolt in each hand. Left bolt, right bolt. Both of them wash over the abominable Yeti's heavy felt fur. He steams and bares his teeth even harder.
Well, I told you guys I'm a healer, not a different guy. So I'm gonna twin another.
You can do that one, or are you gonna cast that on somebody else?
I was gonna say, yeah, quickened was you did firebolt as a bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah, and then I didn't mean to click twice. The second one is the first one of my twin spell stuff.
Okay. You ready a third bolt as you're like, haha! As the second bolt sails through the air, it splits into two. One of them sails overhead as the other one hits him center mass. He cries out in pain as he clutches his chest. The smell of burning fur wafts through the air.
Burn, you damn asshole! And that'll end it.
Okay. Phelan.
I'm gonna do a bang bang.
Okay. You fire off 2 shots, rapid succession. Boom, boom. Both of them landing deep into the Yeti's chest. You definitely hit your mark.
I'm using one of my grip points to shoot a winking shot on that last one.
Strength save. Okay, what's your DC?
I have no idea.
That's usually like proficiency plus 8 plus one of your stats. I'm guessing dex.
It doesn't really say any DCs for me. It just says strength saving throw. Give me a second.
Canceling your DC. Your trick shots, yeah? 8 plus your proficiency plus your dex. So what's your proficiency?
3.
He makes it barely. So your second shot goes deep down into his shin. He drops down to one knee, but slowly brings himself back up to both feet. His eyes leer on you. They're like 2 ice cubes in the night. Well, it's actually now morning, but Samdi.
Okay. Samji's gonna go ahead and take aim one more
You guys
time.
are fighting a Yeti at a cliff's edge. You should probably not.
Oh, where'd that voice come from?
From down below, you hear a voice echoing down in the bay.
What was that?
The Yeti's gonna knock you into the water.
You only
Knock
fire
us
one.
into the
Okay.
what?
Able to see the Yeti from down below?
Oh, he's definitely heard it. You let loose a volley of arrows as one of them embeds deep. The Yeti backhands the second arrow as it breaks in the air.
Okay,
But-
and I'm gonna go ahead and move.
Okay.
And avert my gaze away from the Yeti because I have fought them before and know what comes next.
Thorin.
Yeah, alright. I'm going to move over here. And let's see, double Eldritch Blast him. second here, and there we go.
Two beams sail through the air, pelting hard into the Yeti. His arm kind of hangs limp like it's gone numb when he gives his fingers a little shake, and then he clenches his fists, and he turns and he stares at you.
That did no damage, did it? Oh dear.
Yeti slowly turns, his eyes glowing a piercing blue. He stomps forward.
Nice Yeti. Nice Yeti. No. Bad Yeti. No, very good place. Don't get close.
His eyes flare in this flash of blue light. Torin, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
18, Jesus Christ.
Your whole body begins to wash over you with this sense of chilling, this coldness you haven't felt since the Ice Queen herself was bearing down rays of frost upon you. You take 23 damage, and your whole body goes stiff to board. You're paralyzed.
Can I still talk?
You can grit through your teeth, but you can't move your jaw.
Oh God, no.
He charges forward, claws stretched out. He swipes once at you, Everest. Shing! Once at you, Phelan. Shing! Everest, you're able to duck down with ease as the huge claw swipes high overhead. Phelan, you're not so lucky as this thing catches you square in the chest. Boof! Raking across as you feel bits of your armor. What kind of armor are you wearing?
Don't Yetis have, I don't know if this is the same as a regular Yeti, but don't regular Yetis, if they take fire damage, have disadvantage on their attack rolls?
Studded leather, by the way, Loki.
Studded leather? Okay. Oh, so it does.
I don't know about the Dominal Yetis, I just know regular Yetis have that thing.
Yeah. Let me re-roll that one for Vex then. Okay. Yep. So you duck down low, Everest, as the Yeti kind of like swipes through the air, and as it swipes at you, Phelan, you feel bits of your leather just get raked apart. Ring studs fly through the air as you stumble backwards. A bit of ice falls down the chasm. Grogu, you look up as you see Phelan standing on the very edge, and then that's when you see red start to drip down the side of the glacial wall. Phelan, you take 13 damage.
Already deducted it.
Cool.
Is she wearing it?
Grogu.
Oh, wait, no. Did I manage to cast Levitate before the fight started?
Nope.
Alright then. Oh.
Not on the one.
See him? No, not quite. I'm gonna back up.
As you back up, you start to see this huge figure towering over Everest and Phelan.
Look, I can see him.
It's a big Yeti.
It sure fucking is. It's a huge goddamn Yeti. Biggest one I ever seen. I'm gonna cast. Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna cast Levitate. Float up.
You and Benson now hang loosely in the air.
I didn't know you could fly.
I got Levitate.
Huh. Yeah, that's the thing.
Useful. I'm gonna turn away from the Yeti. Like, yeah, that'll be it. Can't really do anything else. Oh wait, I'm gonna activate my bonus action, bonus health.
Okay.
Or temporary point.
You float to the air, and as you do, you hold one hand kind of over your eyes, barely looking through the slits of your fingers every now and again. And as you do, you then slap your chest as your armor kicks into overdrive. Energy starts pulsating through every seam in your armor. Everest.
Okay. Scooch up. There we go. Cast Thunder Wave, and then tumble away.
A huge crack of thunder, snow and ice shatter through the air. The Yeti grits its feet as it bears down into the snow and is fine. Gonna take half damage. What, 21? Right. You backflip away, past Torn, past Zombie, who's got his face in his arm. Meanwhile, Benson.
I'm gonna fly backward
Flap,
a little bit.
flap.
And I'm going to quicken an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
My Eldritch Blast is, for some reason, not showing up as an attack.
Was it not programmed in properly?
It might not have been. How do I click the button to say this spell is an attack?
There.
If you delete the spell and then drag it back over from the compendium to your spell thing, it should do it automatically, and you can just cast it.
Oh yeah, did you manually input this?
I don't remember. I might
All
have.
right. Yeah, let me see if I can get you a spell. Rich. Spells. Eldritch Blast. Boom. That's weird. It's not coming up as a spell attack for him. Probably didn't. Back. 1d10. Force. So at your level, it would be 2d10.
It's two separate attacks, isn't it?
That's right, because it's separate beams. All right, you're good. All right. You fire off two beams as they careen through the air, hitting the Yeti hard. One of them bounces off of his horn as his whole head just kind of shakes. There's a huge gash and crack forming in one of his horns. He looks at you over the water, and he just lets out another horrific.
I'm gonna go right back at him and hit him with Eldritch Blast.
Two more beams of light streak out from your hands, peltering him again and again. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
If I'm wrong, but if he's got warlock levels, he should be able to add his con or his charisma modifier to damage as well, right?
Did you take agonizing blast?
Do I have Agonizing Blast? I believe I do. Eldritch Invocations. Agonizing Blast, yes.
And what's your charisma mod?
5.
5?
Plus 5, yes.
Oh shit, that's another 20 damage. Alright, yeah, no, you actually blast off one of his horns. It lands in the snow. Balin.
I call dibs on the horn.
You don't see anything.
Balin is going to disengage. Because I don't feel like being near a cliff because I didn't know that was a cliff to begin with.
Okay. Zombie.
Okay. Somebody's going to rage.
What is a 3?
An intangible spirit, which looks like a pixie, appears within 5 feet of one creature of your choice that you can see within 30 feet of you, and at the end of the current turn, the pixie explodes, and each creature within 5 feet of it must make a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 force damage.
That's
until
right.
my
It's your,
rage ends.
it's your exploding pixie one.
Yep, and I can redo this every turn.
Nice.
So
Well,
yes,
then-
I will have the pixie pop up next to his head, or right in his face, trying to get his attention with it. I'm going to go ahead and chuck one of my javelins.
Okay.
I miss.
You yeet your javelin hard as it just lands right in the snow.
And then I'm going to...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna need a concentration check to see if you actually don't hit Torin. I gotta create a crit chart. Oof. Yeah, no, that's actually going to be 7 damage to Torin. But Torin, you get to make a con check.
All right, 1 second.
He's
Man,
paralyzed.
I
He gets
have
no
needed-
dex check.
Exactly. Oh, this is embarrassing. So it's a con check, right?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Oh, it snaps you out of your paralysis as there's now a javelin sticking in your side.
Oh.
You
Actually,
can-
just for the record, this is like the moment when Jim Carrey gets his arrow to the knee.
I was just looking for that.
They weren't arrows, they were spears. Okay.
And then your pixie damage?
I'm not done yet. I still
Oh.
have my extra.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to run at him and attempt to knock him prone by tackling him.
Okay. Athletics, please.
There it is.
And I do believe you have advantage.
I do. You said athletics, correct?
Yes.
He beats it by 1.
You charge at him full steam. Head low. You go in shoulder right in the gut. You catch it as he just kind of like slides back 2 inches through the snow. You look up as you just see this cold saliva dripping down his gray face. White, matted, singed fur. One horn just laying there in the ground. Pixie lands on his little shoulder and just kind of gives you a little wave.
Give me just 1 second. I'm just reading an ability real quick. Oh, so that's what Feral Instinct does. Okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and keep my gaze low, looking at his kneecaps.
Okay.
And Pixie's gonna explode for a d6, so hold on.
It kind of bursts and he clasps his left ear as there's something ringing. Torn.
Ow. Yeah, okay. Ow. Will do. Okay. Okay, everything hurts. I'm actually going to turn around. I'm going to go over here. There we go. And then I'm going to try and Eldritch Blast the Yeti again.
Okay.
Ow, ow, ow.
You fire off 2 beams. Pew, pew. Your second one careening, hitting the Yeti in his elbow that he has outstretched in the air. He cries out in pain.
Does Torin have Agonizing Blast too, or no?
No, he does not.
He does not.
Okay.
All right, the Yeti's turn. He just lets out one more horrific He takes both hands high up in the air as they come crashing down upon you, Samdi.
He didn't take any fire damage that round.
No, he did not. So 15, 11, 17, 4. So you're definitely going to take 15 cold damage. And 16 slashing. So 31 damage.
Okay. I'm raging. That's
That-
already half, right?
That's after reductions, yes.
And with the reduction for the cold damage as well, right?
You don't have cold reduction. Oh no, you do.
I do.
Yeah, I forgot you're a Goliath. So that would be 16 slashing and 7 cold.
Okay.
So 23
So
damage.
Okay, I'm fine.
He steps past you, is like your blood streaking down your body. He's hanging out over the ice.
The attack.
He hasn't left base contact with you.
Oh dear.
He stretches
Does that
out.
mean that he's falling down?
No, he's hanging on the edge of the cliff, though. He has one finger outstretched through the air as he peers over at you, Benson. You feel the icy gaze swarm about you. Give me a con check. You feel this cold wash over you, but you just kind of give your head a hard shake, and you seek that infernal hellfire within, and that helps you to sustain its icy gaze. Ruggo.
How do I get out of here?
I guess abstain. Abstain, it's icy.
Abstain.
I don't know. I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to minimize it.
You levitate even higher?
No, I didn't mean to click that.
Oh.
I was trying to minimize it. I can't really, like, float towards it. Right?
Up and down, that's about it. Not forward and back. That's a different spell.
I'm gonna make him tiny.
Okay. Does he get a chance to reduce? Yeah, Constitution saving throw. What's your spell save?
15. Yeti too strong.
Where is he getting advantage from?
I wasn't supposed to have advantage, but I always go off the first number anyway and miss rolls. He had advantage against you since you were essentially blinding yourself to him.
Right, no, that makes sense.
So yeah, arcane energy starts wrapping around him as you like, and he just back to normal size.
That didn't work.
More ice crinkles down the side of the chasm.
He's gonna stare off into the distance.
Okay, Everest.
Okay. Let's...
Don't push him onto the boat.
One more crack-a-coom as lightning, as thunder rattles all around you. The ice yeti's talon-like toenails grit into the ice as he kind of like waves his arms forward, leaning, teetering over the ice before he stumbles back, looking over his shoulder, seeing only Samdi looking down at the ground still.
I mean, did he hit
Somdi right there with that?
No, because it's a 15-foot cube in front. Remember
Depend-
we determined it was like that cube in front of the character?
He basically ran next to Somdi and then raccooned forward.
Like right here. Where you
I was standing here and facing out.
going this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was a cube. So yeah, it was.
It was going this way. I was thinking this way.
Yeah, it is going. Nope.
Benson?
I made sure to face the proper way.
I am going to use my last meta magic on Quicken Spell.
Okay.
I will then cast. Why do I not have it? I'm casting Create Bonfire on him.
Okay.
But for some reason, I just created it as a spell attack, and it's not. Oh, it's because I didn't name it. There we go.
Okay.
Does he? Never mind.
He stumbles off to the side. Basically,
No,
the
no,
bonfire is between him now.
But his DC check is 16.
Oh. Oh, 13 fire damage. Oh, I misread that. Okay, then yeah, no, then you give him hot foot.
Yeah.
He starts like...
And, so, I don't think he takes the fire damage yet. That'll be on his turn. He takes... Wait,
Why's your bonfire doing 2 instead of 1d8?
because at higher levels, at level 5, it does 2d8 instead of 1d8.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah.
Cantrip scale.
So I do that, and then I'm gonna firebolt him once.
As he's hot-footing, he's on one foot. You aim low at his other ankle as it cracks the ice beneath him.
And it looks like he did take that. Sounds like he does take that fire damage from the bonfire for that first initial cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's
If he fails
the
to
turn
make
he
it,
starts in it. Yeah.
Well, no. It's when I cast it, he has to make a dex save to see if he takes damage from me casting it, and then if he starts his turn in it again, he takes damage over again.
Okay, we've been over this. The
No,
initial
it's
casting
specific
counts
stats
at the
on the
beginning.
spell.
It literally says
It's
in
the
spell.
same as firewall.
No, it
No,
says
no,
Move
this one
into
does not.
space, or ends its turn there. It's already in the space. It didn't move into the space.
Yeah, we went over this with Wall of Fire back in the 5th level of Mad Mage. When if you're already in the fire, then
Right,
you've already been started in there.
It says when I cast it, they have to make it. Then it also says when you cast a spell, dexterity saving throw, a creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there. Also,
Not moving into the space though.
It's already in the space. You can't move into what's
At this
already
point,
there.
I guess it doesn't matter anyways. He's dead.
Yes. So he careens down into the barge with a huge. You hear the sound of crackling timber and ice as the Yeti just lays there, smoldering.
Okay.
That's a dead Yeti.
Yeah. So I think that should be our cue to Scootaloo off the island.
Maybe, just maybe.
Somdi's rage obviously is going to end, but I'm going to have one more pixie pop up one more time in front of Torin, and you just give him a little wink, and then poof, away.
D6. Torin, you take 2 damage.
What was that for?
Oh, sorry, lingering effect.
So,
Hamdi is going to tie some rope around the Yeti's torso and neck and try and haul him up onto the side.
You're gonna have to climb down there to do that.
You're gonna try to
30 feet
haul
down.
Fucking 500-pound Yeti up a 30-foot cliff. Sounds like
I mean, I'm asking for help unless you want him to just lay on the boat and potentially capsize it once you unhook it from the shore.
roll his ass into the water.
I'd still have to move 500 pounds, so what's the point?
30-foot cliff.
You're not fighting gravity then.
I'm gonna try anyway.
Let's just push him into the cliff. Push him into the water. The water.
I want his skin and meat.
None of you are doing anything from up there.
This is literally my job.
I'm on the boat. I don't give a shit. The boat's bloody.
Oh, okay, fine, cool. I'm cool with that. I'm also gonna go grab my wolf meat.
You retrieve your wolf meat. Scaling your way down the side of the cliff with the help of the pinions Everest placed there, you land on the creaky raft as the Yeti's body just kind of bobs there on the cusp. One of his legs dips into the water.
I immediately start field dressing him and beginning the skinning process.
Okay. Got your knife deep into him. And you thought they smelled bad.
I'm on athletics to get down.
On the outside.
I don't think we need athletics because we set up the climbing.
Yeah, no, there's little climbing pinions in the wall, so you can scale down with these.
All right, I'll go down them on the boat.
Oh, Torrin, you're gonna need to roll in athletics though. No.
No, I'm not.
Oh, also, Torrin, give me my javelin.
Oh, you mean this? I pull it out and I give it to him. Ow! Ow!
Snap.
Ow!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Put it away. I clean it off and I put it away.
Yep.
Also, anyone need healing?
You
Grogo, you're still up in the air.
loaded down, I said, but
Oh.
Okay, here we go. Heal. One second.
So it's going to take a while for you to field dress this Yeti. What's everyone else doing?
Healing light right now.
I'm making sure my gum doesn't misfire.
Oh, wow, that's pathetic. Oh, 3, 2, 1, perfect.
you should probably try using a healing spell or something there, Torrin. Jesus.
I'll use the healing spell.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you would have gotten a lot more from that, but.
You're right. Sorry.
Oh, you
I
go
mean,
for 6.
Don't apologize to me. You're the one who's gonna die.
Uh-huh. 1 second.
Yeti blood begins spilling all over the ice and into the water. Zombie just continues gutting and mulling away.
We're gonna go ahead and save the heart and the liver, because we can cook those. And I'll go ahead and set those off to the side for now. And then I'm gonna go ahead, since I went ahead and field dressed it, I'm gonna go ahead and start meticulously removing the pelt.
Alright, level 3 for cure wounds? Or is it level 2? I forgot.
What level are you?
I am level numero 8.
Should be a level 5 then.
Oh, wow, okay. Oh, wow. So, wait, that's 20...
31.
31. Holy guacamole.
Yeah, that's why we were saying it'd be better
Can
to
we
use
shove?
that.
Can we shove off now?
They're
I,
fourth
I'm,
level
I'm
spells,
okay
but-
doing this now.
It's only 4th level, yeah. 9 is 5th level.
So you cast it one level too high. So
So just take out the last 8 on the. roll
Somebody's
higher
gonna
level.
cut the rope that's
so
attaching us to the
23.
mainland.
Gregor, you did finish with the
Anybody-
raft, right?
Yeah. So it's short up
Okay.
as it's gonna be.
The mighty heave, the whole raft suddenly lurches onto the icy water. Probably say that without the voice. With the mighty heave, somebody shoves the whole raft out into the icy water. You bob for a second as cold water begins splashing up through bits of the seams of the raft, but you do manage to stay afloat.
Yeah. Anybody got oars or anything?
No, we needed to make those.
Let me just let the current take us for a little bit.
Hi, Yetis.
Kind of bob and drift in, bob in the icy waters. You guys slowly drift your way out into open water. We're going to take a quick little 5-minute break right there.
Meanwhile, while that's happening, I'm still scanning the Yeti. Because, I mean, why would the Yeti roll off the boat when I'm not rolling it? It was on. Okay. Yes, it's food. We've been stuck on the land eating rations for how many days? Somebody can create a bonfire.
A raft that's made of wood. That sounds
I don't think I'm creating a fire on a raft.
Oh, you just create the fire on top of the meat to cook the meat and then extinguish it. Like an oven.
the raft is being worn or carried, so it would not ignite on fire.
Yeah, I'm not going to go with anyone's able to carry a raft out at sea.
I also think I should probably bring up. You said the bonfire lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah, unless I dismiss it early.
Is that gonna be enough time to cook any meat to a decent amount?
I don't know. Let me roll a bonfire and see how much damage it does. 6. It did not do enough damage to cook the meat.
Wow.
Yeti meat still has 75 health remaining. Please bonfire.
I mean, at that point, I might as well just cast Fireball and only Fireball.
Is the food ready? Not Yeti.
Just cook it with firebolts. Quicken spell firebolts.
It's just obliterates. It goes. What remains just goes flying off.
It's a possibility.
So, what are we rolling here? Are we rolling survivals to,
We're not doing anything because we don't have fucking paddles. We have no sail. We're literally just wherever the current's gonna take us right now.
Wow.
I mean, like, we gotta roll survivals to see what the fucking current's gonna do to us.
So about 3 hours have now gone by as you guys are slowly just drifting out at sea.
Oh, does that count as a short rest for everyone except for
Depends on what you guys are doing during this time.
I was just
I'm
chatting with people.
I'm laying on my back looking to the sky.
That's a short rest.
Phelan's watching for sharks because she doesn't like sharks.
Ever since you guys have left the island, though, things have, well, still incredibly freezing. You can now at least enjoy the basking warm sun as the heavy, thick fog that surrounds the Island of Solstice seems to be slowly lifting about in the last 2 hours.
Look at that giant walrus over there. Hello, are you sentient? Oh, shit, I used the wrong voice. I think that one's sentient. It's a pretty big walrus, though.
What's everyone else doing? So, let me get this right. Orin's prone.
Yeah, I'm just on my back, laying and just hoping that nothing tries to kill us.
Cool. So you're just chilling.
Yep, just chillaxing.
What are you doing, Everest?
Kind of the same. Just chilling. Just keeping an eye out for anything as he's sitting there.
You have your voice mod thing on?
So it's 3 hours. Has he finished skinning the Yeti and then proceeded to kick the corpse into the fucking freezing water so we don't have a giant Yeti corpse on the back of our boat now?
Nope, I'm going to stop you from doing it.
Well, I'm asking you if you did that. I didn't say
I was just about to. Well, let me go. Hang on. Let me go down the line. Everest, you're just chilling?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Phelan, what are you doing?
Shark duty, but other than that, I'd probably just chilling on the boat, making sure that my guns are clean and not gonna jam on me.
Okay. Benson?
I'm just regaling people with the tales of me being a doctor.
Oh, there's this one time I was elbow deep in a man. What kind of surgery was that? Surgery? What? Oh, yes, surgery. Yes, definitely was surgery. Groggo, what are you doing?
Saw the giant walrus. I jumped up and was like, "Hello, hi."
And Somdi, what are you doing? About the last 3 hours, with 3 hours of travel, you've managed to skin about half the pelt off this thing. It's big.
Okay, how big is it actually?
It's a fucking Yeti. It's 4 times the size of you. Big Yetis.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 7 feet tall.
So then this thing's like 14 feet tall.
Okay, so it's double my size. So that's about
Four
the
times your size.
They are considered huge monstrosities.
Yeah, it's huge.
So
Actually, like the back end of the raft is like slowly receded into water.
Okay,
Kind of give you an
that's
idea.
about the size of 2 polar bears, would you say?
Polar bear and a half, fully grown. Yeah.
Okay, so
Dude,
on average,
15 feet by 15 feet.
the amount of time that it takes to actually skin a bear takes about 20 minutes.
This
So
is
if I'm
larger
skinning,
than a bear.
so if it's about the size of 3 bears, that would take about an hour and a half to skin the whole thing.
Yes, but how long would it take to skin a bear while on a shitty raft at sea, trying not to fall off and not fuck up your cats?
Yeah, I would increase the time, but to see how well he does, let's go ahead and get a survival check from him.
Nice. Does he get advantage because
No. Yeah, no, we're gonna say that there's some difficulty trying to get clean cuts from this thing. Yeah, half the thing's in the water. It's slumped over. You have no way to hang it. Draining it took even longer time because you're just kind of gravity draining it, and you can't suspend it or hang it in a tree or anything. So it's an arduous process, but it's still a continuous process. Blood trickles into the water behind as while you've gutted what organs you want from it, you've just started from the head, the part that's not hanging in the water. You've got about the top half skinned, which is still like a full polar bear worth.
Nice.
How much meat do I get off of it?
38 pounds.
That's a whole lot of meat. So, hey, Grego. I know we've been adrift for like, 3 hours, whatever. It's been a. Whoop, I'm gone.
Yeah, try not to move.
I didn't move. My character disappeared. I know we've been, alive or on this raft, just drifting around randomly for quite a few hours now. Should we take some of these boards up front and make a rudder or some oars, or use this big cloth thing for like a sail?
I specifically looked to Grogo for that.
I mean, it might help, but I don't know if we can make oars big enough to actually fucking row this boat, because of how big this boat is. It's kind of just gonna drift.
And we can always, shove the oars in the water on either side to make it go, and have a rudder in the back that'll help it, at least semi-steer it.
We could try. I don't want to fuck up the stability of the boat too much, though.
I'm not talking about taking apart the stuff in the that's holding it all together. I'm just talking about these front boards.
Right.
Or
take off up there on the front.
is this just like a large?
It's an upside down cabin.
Oh, so this is like. But what is this red stuff?
Wood.
Oh, it's just different wood.
No, it's all the same wood. It's just the model he's using is just
Yeah, no, all you have is wood.
Gotcha. It looks like a rug to me.
Yeah.
Because it's like supposed to be the fucking door or whatever on the cabin.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But it's just a makeshift wrap.
Gotcha. Wait, is this a
Making too much of the actual picture. So the picture's not 100% accurate.
Done.
Bloody Yeti is dragged to the shark.
Oh.
Do our passive perceptions notice the shark?
Devils.
Yours don't, but because Phelan is actively seeking out the water, she sees 2 fins appear up on the crest side and one on the starboard side. Hey Phelan, which side's starboard side?
Yeah. Hey, we have sharks.
That's 15 as well. I mean, we're kind of chumming the waters back there.
Yeah.
I already
So-
rolled the Yeti into the water.
When?
Wait, you got rid of the Yeti?
Yes, because everybody was giving me crap about trying to skin the damn thing. So
When
I
did you
took
say
my
that?
half out, my 38 pounds of meat, and I rolled it into the water.
And we weren't giving you crap about it? Or at least I wasn't.
Something saying that our feet is getting on the rat that I do to track sharks, because blood tracks sharks.
Oh,
And it
shoot.
doesn't matter if it attacks sharks. Sharks are cute.
When you're on a
Somebody will
rat.
go ahead and toss a fishing line into the water.
What are you
Wait,
doing?
sorry, what you're doing? Are you pushing him into the water, or are you fishing?
I think he was saying he's already pushed him into the water when he asked you how much meat he was getting. And
Okay.
now that the sharks are here, he wants to go fishing.
Okay, I'm gonna need athletics to see if you can roll him into the water. It's gonna be a little bit easier since he doesn't have all that blood and 38 pounds lighter. You managed to kind of like roll, flip, flap, as he just kind of then sinks as the whole raft kind of teeters and shakes. Everyone give me a dex check.
Can my character actually just fail his dex check and like fall prone on the boat?
You wouldn't fall prone on the boat, but you can just kind of jump up in the air and flap.
I'm gonna throw my flash of genius at Tarn, since he's right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
He gets an extra 4 to his DC.
Roll a d4, Torn.
No, he gets an extra 4.
Oh, just extra 4 in general?
Yeah. He gets my intelligence modifier.
Okay. So yeah, everyone kind of reeks, everyone kind of teeters and totters. Torin, who was laying prone, starts to kind of like roll, and he just gets launched since he wasn't even like able to bend his knees or brace for it. But at the last set, what kind of weapons do you have on you? Your spear?
Yeah, spear.
At the last second, you wedge your spear into between two boards as you just kind of hang over the side of the water.
And I try to pull myself back up.
You heave your way up onto the boat. Thamdi, or Everest, because you're in the center of the boat, you just fall prone. As Phelan, as you watch as the two giant sharks begin swarming towards over where the Yeti is. And after a while, you all just begin to see a horrific display of fur, flesh, and blood as the water just begins to just peel out into all manner of gore.
Do I roll a survival to see if I hooked one on my fishing line?
Yeah, go ahead.
And they're in front.
They are very distracted by the much heartier meal than whatever you have on the end of your line.
I have Yeti meat on my line.
There's a lot more Yeti meat there. You guys drift for some time more. The wake created by the giant sharks kind of propels you just a little bit further out in the water.
I'll keep my line in the water.
Okay. Another 3 hours goes by as you guys are just drifting out in the open sea.
During that time, I'm gonna try to like take a bit off like the front, like we were discussing, to try and make oars so we can paddle around a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe rudder or something.
Yeah, you managed to salvage a board or two. It's rotten wood. It's not the greatest, but it's at the very least something to splish or push away, small floating icebergs. As you guys do, give me a survival check for whoever wants to start paddling. I'll need 2 people.
That's got skills in survival.
I don't have skills in survival, but I'm better than the average human.
Well, you take one of the paddles and you just start splashing hard, splashing hard, splashing hard, and it does propel you in a bit of a circle.
Because no one else is.
We go in the same circle.
Because no one's paddling with me.
No, I hit it too.
After a while, you manage to you manage to adjust course, wherein you manage to steer your way in between two rather large bergs.
Do they hit us?
You manage to divert, but you're now kind of drifting a little more westward.
I know nothing about the map, so I don't even know if that means anything to us, so I'm not going to say anything.
As long as we're going south, I think we're good.
I have no idea what direction we're going. Can I do like a check to see what direction we're going?
Yeah, nature cheese. You are exhausted, a heavy fog begins to roll in, and you lose sight of the sun. Gruggo, as you look about, you're thinking, well, there's a little bit of light on that horizon because now we have a sun to deal with, so... Ah, shit, we've been paddling westward.
Fine, as long as we're ended up going south somehow.
We've been going straight west.
Well,
But, is this a map that people are looking at right now?
This is a map kind of showing just where you guys are at.
I mean, I'll pull out a map.
Yeah.
Are you pulling out this map?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, well, it looks like once we get out of here in like 2 hours, there'll be like this little wave right there that likes to go inward.
Taking you back to this map.
As someone's like, you do realize that those waves are
Drawn.
Just to show you that it's an ocean. I'm like, yes. And you do realize that those mountains over there are actual mountains that they're also drawn in there. So clearly I'm right because I rolled a 5.
No, you're not.
After about 3 hours of hard paddling, Gruggo and Benson, the two of you start to get pretty exhausted. You want to keep paddling or pass them off?
Oh,
alright. I'm
I'll
fucking
take them.
tired of paddling.
I'll take them.
Throw it on the fucking deck. Sit down.
I pick up one and proceed to paddle.
Okay.
I'll pick up the other before we end up going in circles.
Okay, both of you give me athletics checks. Nice power
What?
paddling, you guys. Hell yeah. The two of you start to develop a bit of a good rhythm as you heave, 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 heave. You make your way southbound with relative good time and ease, but now the sun has begun to set and the icy, wet chill has begun to splash all about you. Everyone's clothes have been soaked wet, from the splashing waves to the wet deck upon you, to someone didn't have their paddle dipped all the way in the water, and so they just got full-on splash from behind. I'm going to need constitution checks from everyone, except Samdi.
I'm a fucking
Sorry,
8. I
sorry.
shouldn't be rolling a 2. Jesus Christ.
I double
I'm
rolled.
gonna give my flash of genius to what's her face? Phelan.
To the dirty elf.
So she's not failing the roll?
Oh, she rolled a 14 instead of 10.
Think.
Which is apparently, I don't know. Good luck. I can only do that one more time.
Everything just disappeared from my character?
Darkness is beginning to set in as the setting sun and the cold, icy night chill begins to set. Are you guys going to continue paddling or just let yourselves go adrift?
Alright, how am I doing on my... How exhausted am I right now?
Well, the two of you are getting really tired. Your arms are beginning to ache. You can either pass it off the paddles and someone else can take over, or you guys can all just kind of adrift for the night.
Okay. I'm
Sight
tired.
went really done.
Who wants to paddle?
Also, since I have dark vision, would I still be able to see?
You can still see out, but 120 feet doesn't go too far out at sea.
No, it's like
Right.
the actual map vision disappeared.
Yeah.
I just meant I can't see anyone around me.
Yeah, there's no light sources out there. You guys are out in the middle of the open waters. No one has a light source on.
I don't need a light source. I can see normally, and
now.
so I should still be able to see everyone in the boat.
Yeah, either way, Andy just cast, or Torch just cast light.
Yeah, that works.
Hey. Reload the page. How's that?
Yeah.
Oh,
There
that,
we go.
nope.
Yeah.
It went away.
Well, no, that's fine. That's fine, because it's still just like the eternal darkness of the open waters. So Andy should have his light on.
Yeah, my light's on, but I'm not seeing everyone else. Or the raft, for that matter.
When you switched the page where it was correct, but then a second later it just went complete black again.
Oh, it's doing that thing, yeah. Just no one moved their sprite.
There we go.
I hate it when it does the thing. Julie, do the thing.
It's okay that it does the thing.
So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Everyone disappeared again. I can see.
I'm not worried about the sight. It's you're literally out in the open waters. It's supposed to be dark.
Okay.
Okay. Gonna set down doing the paddle. Set down the paddle. Well, I'm exhausted. If someone else wants to take over, go for it. Otherwise, fuck it. And he'll just set it down and then lay back.
I second that.
I'm gonna suggest that we just drift for a little while, and as we're drifting, I'm just gonna keep an eye out on the water around us.
Okay.
Hold on one of the paddles so it doesn't slip off or something.
Okay. So the night is oh, go ahead, Somdi.
Did either of my survival checks for fishing catch anything?
As you're fishing, you feel yourself to get a bite at one point, and as you begin to reel it in, your line begins to go slack. Whatever it was, it nibbled and got away.
Okay. I'll go ahead and just grab one of the paddles then.
Okay, so Phelan has a paddle, Somdi has a paddle, but Phelan is just kind of clutching hers.
I'll use mine as a rudder in the back.
Okay. Give me a survival check for rudder steering then, while everyone else just kind of huddles close together to keep warm for the night. Okay. The night goes, well, pretty well, as you guys drift your way through the dark open waters. Every now and again, a large mass begins to loom ever closer, and you hear little clunks and creaks on the underside of the boards. At one point, it feels like something's even skittering around on the bottom, until somebody notices that it's just a couple pieces of large ice getting caught underneath the wake. After a very uneventful night, dawn begins to break in the east once more.
Going at this for a long time now. Excellent. Wonder how close to shore we're getting.
I don't know, but there's some things over there.
Sure enough, he's right. Out on the port side, Benson begins to see these ugly, disgusting-looking mer people. Seaweed-like tarps and hair drapes all about them. They kind of call and wave out to you.
Sorry, we're not interested in any Jehovah's Witness stuff.
I actually, just for funsies, I actually go to the side of the raft and I go.
They start waving their hands, beckoning you closer and closer, and they're trying to get your attention as they wave their arms.
And I just kind of wave them off, saying, "Oh, no, thank you, no, thank you. I appreciate it, but no, thank you."
Perhaps they're trying to sell cookies.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Sounds like Girl Scouts to me.
I mean, it could be veteran Girl Scouts. What the fuck do you call all that?
Which way are you going to steer the raft, Zombie? There's a large berg up ahead. You're kind of on a direct collision course towards it.
I'm going to steer it to port side.
Okay.
Viewing, yeah. port side more.
You manage to veer course to the port side, and as you do, the sea hags they continue waving and hopping around on their little berg. What's everyone doing?
Okay. That's nice. Hope you guys have a great time out here. I saw a walrus back there like 20 hours ago. Just
Do you holler that out to them, Phelan?
I think we just keep going.
Okay. Phelan, give me a wisdom save. Cool. You feel this sense of dread kind of wash over you as one of the sea hag kind of points her fingers and goes...
Are these things hostile?
They're jumping around, waving, and well, no one speaks Aquian, so you don't really know what they're saying.
Oh, no, sorry. I was talking to the group.
I don't know. They haven't
I
started
mean, they're
yet.
pointing. Is pointing considered hostile?
It can be.
Then they can be hostile. I mean, their faces look pretty hostile to me.
They don't do anything weird. I'm okay with just sailing past them.
Yeah, fine with me. I have no problem abandoning anyone on an iceberg.
Okay.
I mean, they don't seem like they're abandoned on an iceberg. They're just on an iceberg.
I didn't say I was abandoning them, but I didn't hesitate anyways.
I'm just saying, back in the day, the pioneers used to ride those babies for miles.
All right. Are you still just going for drift rudder, or are you guys going to paddle now?
I mean, I'll still rudder. I don't know if anybody else wants to paddle.
I can help Sandy paddle.
Okay. Anyone who wants to paddle, give me athletics checks.
Do it, Sandy. I believed in you.
Nice.
What?
I get advantage to that.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
No, you go back forth. You paddle hard. All right, so another full day out at sea. However much food rations you guys have, deduct 2 days worth, and let me know what everyone's at. Oh, and everyone give me another Constitution check.
Okay.
I have 2 days left worth of rations.
Oh, wait, I don't have to make that.
Okay, let's see. How much rations do we use up in that day?
Well, you should have 3 days total because there was also that first day with the Yeti attack.
Yeah.
As
Somebody hit 5.
I
9!
Oh.
Wait, no, 6. Sorry, it was 9.
I have 7 total left.
Ooh, missing. David?
Okay, Everest, you are not doing so good out at sea. The cold wetness begins to overtake you. Your whole body just shivers as you are just drenched head to toe. Take on 1 level of exhaustion. Phelan, unfortunately, the same has begun to apply to you. You take off one of your boots and you notice that one of your toes is beginning to look pretty dark.
Whose toe is dark? Say again?
Phelan's.
So I have time to flash a cheese or no?
Good thing it's not her trigger finger.
Gruggo, as you actually take notice of this, you know exactly what's going on with her foot. You rush over and beckon Benson close, and he continues to have a little fireball at the ready in his hand as you begin to warm and heat her feet. Phelan, you will not take a level of exhaustion. Just Everest.
oh, you.
It's,
Man.
it's not a much, but it's localized heat where it's needed most.
foot's getting hypothermia. Be careful with that. I'm out of uses of Flash Gene, so no more saving people. Sorry.
All right, everyone, give me one more round of athletics and constitution checks.
Okay.
And you get to do it with disadvantage, Everest. Congratulations.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Alright, I'll just re-click those. I don't even know what I got.
You rolled a 1.
Oh.
Okay, Everest and
I
Razan,
failed out of the way.
both of you are going to take on a level of exhaustion. Ryan, you begin to paddle hard, but Grogo overtakes as he's just feeling hardy. He's like, yeah, my armor's got, like, central heating. As the two of you paddle as hard as you can with all of your might, and you finally begin to see the biggest mound of snow you've seen since you began your drift out at sea. But it's not an iceberg. It's land.
Oh no.
You guys finally hit land after 3 long days out at sea. Set adrift, paddling hard with all of your might.
Well, we made it. God knows where the fucking birds are at this point. There's
God knows where we are.
We want to fucking check it out.
I would assume that we would have to know that we're here to know that that's there.
Give me a survival check.
Sure.
Samdi, specifically.
Okay.
He's Mr. Lay of the Land. So, Samdi convenes with Everest as he finally takes the map away from him because he can't hold it still because of how much he's shivering. And Samdi does get a bearing of the mainland from the local mounds and from the directional smokestacks of the city off on the horizon. A lot easier to see what's going on now that it's daylight out.
While I'm doing this, if we could have our new tiefling friend cook here some of this meat so those that are deprived of proper nutrition and cold can get something hot and tasty in their bodies.
I'm definitely not a good cook, but bonfire! There's a bonfire if you want to start cooking. Should we set up camp? Because it's kind of cold.
I'll go ahead and pull out a couple of tents. They can go ahead and start camping and all that stuff. I will head to the town to get me axe beaks and cart, and then I will come back in.
Axe beaks are all the way up in the fucking prison.
Yeah, the axe beaks are way the fuck away from us.
Yeah, they're all the way over there.
And since we don't have a cart or anything, we're no snowshoes. We'd be going.
I have snowshoes.
Oh, well, no one else has snowshoes.
What's this? Does anybody remember what this point of interest next to us is?
Let me take a look on the map.
Diamond, so it means it's one of the treasure areas, I'm pretty sure.
It was something that was mentioned to us. It's not necessarily.
I'm pretty sure Everest has the map, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, well,
Wait,
Samdi was holding it while he was getting a lay of the land, but
Wait, are you saying you guys want to
Basically,
go on Wait, are you saying you guys want to go on a treasure hunt now?
no, we're trying to figure out where everything is. I mean, if you want to go treasure hunting, by all means.
Oh no!
I mean, there's probably sunken treasure in the ocean. Go ahead, dive in.
Nope.
I'm just saying
Right.
there might be like shelter over there or people, anything. I don't know what it is. I was just trying to remember what.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
This map is funny where it makes things about information we get. If I remember right, that one popped up after you got some sort of information about some mayor's kid kidnapped or some shit.
No, I think you're thinking of the Cares. Donoval and shit, what was the other one? Either way, that's somewhere else.
funny map though.
Yeah, either way, the point is that that area is a point of interest. So it could be inhabited or it might not be.
Just figured I'd try to remember and see if we can figure out what it was. But if nobody else wants to try and remember, that's cool.
What are you trying to figure out?
Figure out what that point of interest was. But I don't know if my 12 history check was enough to remember what that was.
Nope.
And my character wasn't around, so.
None of you have any idea what that marker indicated.
Well, fuck it then.
Maybe I'll remember after resting for a bit.
Was Phelan even around when they brought up the diamond stuff, or was that well past?
That was well past.
Then, for sake of not metagaming, I won't roll history.
Well, since the tents are pitched, I'm going to climb in and rest for a bit.
Go get unsoaked.
I second that. I shall also go get unsoaked.
Same.
No, I guess actually probably that would be best to do at the campfire.
Here we go.
As you guys gather around the fire, trying your best to warm every bit of you that you can, you kind of huddle together, and off in the distance you hear a rather peculiar bellow, almost like a horn being blared.
Did you guys hear that?
I swear, if something's gonna fuck come over here and murder us, I'm gonna be so mad.
So 20
I'm
bucks
sure it's
says
fine.
I bet it's bounty hunters or bandits.
No, it's probably something way worse. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
A gang of ice trolls again.
Oh yeah, that would really suck.
I don't think that's the noise of an ice troll.
Is it getting louder?
But probably.
Dumping. Do you hear
Can we
stuff?
tell which direction it's coming from?
The east.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody does a nature check to find out, try and figure out if it's an animal.
The thudding sounds do match up with the steady rhythmic beat of footfalls.
Noise?
Giants?
I would say wolves, but not the way the ground is shaking. I'll do another one.
The snow pads much of the sound. You can only really make out its rudimentary direction, not so much its nature of origin.
Care if I try nature check myself?
Yeah, go ahead. You take both your little goatish ears and you cup them and you listen hard in the direction. And that's when you hear a second sound. That is not the sound of any beast.
That's not a beastly sound. And there's two of them. It's a horn.
You have horns.
Everyone's attention is suddenly drawn skyward as something sails high in the air, and then it comes crashing down at the ground just beneath you, or just before you.
Yeah, frost giants.
Oh, nobody's.
Yeah, that's a rock.
Oh, good. I was worried I was going to be able to rest.
Just for good measure, somebody's gonna light his special lantern.
You grab a tinder from the bonfire and you hold it into the lantern, and the moment you do, the whole thing... What color does it glow? It lights up a ferocious green, like a beam jutting off towards the east.
Yeah, there are giants coming.
You hear a horn blare once more.
I'm sure the boulder was a fluke. Surely they're friendly.
When finally rising up over the horizon, you see a frost giant riding on the back of a large mammoth.
Hello.
Somebody's gonna go out to greet them. I speak giant.
Okay.
I'm gonna say hello, give him my name, and then I'm gonna ask him what brings you to this area.
He looks over at you. He peers down at you from a high at his mighty steed and says,
"They treat on meg hunting grounds."
"You tread on my hunting grounds."
I explained the situation of making landfall here, not really knowing where we were, and just getting a bit of rest before we head off. And ask him if he would like to share the fire with us and a meal.
Hunt all that treads meg grounds.
I hunt all that treads my grounds.
Oh, well, that's not a good way to make friends. How about, would you be willing to make a trade?
Am not friends, only sport.
I need not friends, only sport.
Well, I definitely understand that. I'm a hunter and a trapper myself. Just, we're trying to get back to town. I see you have this, lovely large beast here. I'm trying to get back to mine.
Ég like you. I then grant dig a head start.
He says, I like you. I'm going to give you a head start.
I'm going to go ahead and hand him, in good faith, something here. Hold on.
You start rummaging through your rucksack?
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and hand him one walrus tusk.
You said a walrus tusk?
Yes, from the large walrus from the Ice Maiden's castle that we killed.
A frown sneers across his face as he peers down upon you.
Do insult meg, du puny half-breed. Where dun fighting spirit?
It's not about that. It's just equality. You are definitely worthy.
He folds his arms.
Thing solace you'll never tread me heavens.
I didn't understand any of that, sorry.
Says, I take solace that you'll never tread my heavens.
Oh, you never know. I am half. Who's to say which half I get? We only find out in the end. Anyway, we'll go ahead and take you up on your offer.
Says,
and war half will face me in combat.
What half will face me in combat?
Oh, I don't see it as halves. I am one whole being. I just come from two different tribes. just as I'm sure you see yourself and your lovely steed here as one and the same.
Then split you into half and fight whoever is left standing.
Says he's going to split you in half and fight whatever's left standing.
I did hear that part.
He says he's going to split you in half and fight whatever's left
No, I
standing.
said I heard that part.
Oh.
I got that part.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and ask him, well, how long of a head start do we get?
No more dude has start. You, me.
And he reaches for his axe and slowly begins dismounting from his mammoth.
I rage.
All right. Go ahead and roll initiative for me, Ryan. What is everyone else doing during this?
I am just kind of shaking in my boots.
Watching Ryan.
Somebody, is it something that we can help with?
Well, you're saying we're on his hunting grounds and he has...
You cut out there.
He says we're on his hunting grounds and he...
You cut out again after you said hunting grounds. I think your headset might be dying.
Yeah. His voice got lost in the wind.
Yeah.
Haha.
You hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
My press to talk key got stuck. I just relay the information.
Okay. Well, then we'll go through the line. Gruggo, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my scroll that I got from that crazy druid lady that wanted to know about our plesiosaurus friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Animal Friendship on the mammoth.
The spell lets you convince a beast that you mean it no harm. Choose a beast that you can see within range. It must see you and hear you. If the beast's intelligence is a 4 or higher, the spell fails. And the spell will not instantly fail. Otherwise, the beast must make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. If you or one of your companion harms the target, the spell ends. Okay. And the mammoth is charmed. So you approach forward, drawing one of your scrolls, and as you start reading off the incantation, words float through the air, drift towards the mammoth, and begin wrapping around its brow. The mammoth's wide stance becomes that of relaxed, and the thing actually just kind of sits down. The frost giant looks over at confusion.
Wuna, get back ye up.
Mammoth just kind of like tilts its head like a puppy, and as its eyes are locked on you, Gruggo.
Who's a good boy? Yes, you are.
Everest, what are you doing?
At the moment, I'm waiting to see on how the animal friendship thing is going to work out.
Okay.
But I'm getting ready. I'll be getting ready to cast a spell if necessary.
Oh, it already worked. It's done.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm just saying how the giant's going to react to it.
Okay. Phelan, what are you doing?
Phelan is going to, she's going to have her pistol at the ready. She's just going to kind of eye the frost giant, and she's going to keep an eye on, Gruggo's and Zombie's body languages to see.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an insight check, and while you're doing that, Benson, what are you doing?
Just watching, see what happens between Zombie and the giant.
Okay, and Torin? Torin?
Yeah, so... oh, yeah. Yeah, at this point, I'm just shaking in my boots.
Okay. Bidink, bidink, bidink.
Right.
Sandy, you are definitely up first.
Live in there since I did something to his mammoth.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get initiatives in. Gruggo, you've joined the initiative.
The Giants initiative isn't on there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, it's right. The Giants isn't on there. He rolled a.
No, the rolled 5. The mammoth rolled 4.
Yeah, you rolled a 5.
So Giant's in there. He's just in there as mammoth instead of in there as frost giant.
Weird.
You gotta make it somehow or something.
5. Got a 4. Okay.
Okay, and I can't place my Giant Slayer thing on my club, correct? It has to be a sword?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm raging, so let me roll and see what my rage table thing is.
Sure.
Four. Okay, 1 sec.
Wait, are you wanting a sword, Ryan?
No, I don't want a sword, but I have a thing that only works on a sword, which is unfortunate.
I was gonna say I don't know if Forzan has a sword, but technically Phelan wouldn't know that you want a sword anyways. But
Okay, so a bolt of light shoots from my chest. Another creature of my choice that I can see in 30 feet must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 radiant damage and be blinded until the start of my next turn. Until my rage ends, I can use this each turn as a bonus action.
A huge beam of light streaks forth from your body, careening towards the frost giant.
Oh, tricksy little half-breed!
Oh, it's been a while since I've got that one. So he needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
He's good.
Okay, so he's not blinded, but he still takes the damage.
How much damage?
It's a d6. I'm going to roll it right now. 4 damage.
Okay. Huge blast of light streaks forth from the front of your chest as it careens up against him. Go ahead and continue your turn.
Okay. I'm going to head over and start attacking.
There we go. Better icon. Okay. You swing your warhammer hard with all of your might as it cracks hard against his thigh. He stammers down, grabbing the axe from his waist.
You go pay for that.
I'm going to go ahead and attack recklessly on the second one.
Okay. That hits for another 6 damage. The mammoth just not even paying any attention to its master being horrifically assaulted by something 1/10 its size, as its head just kind of cocks to one side as it's still staring at you, Grogo. Grogo?
So,
oh wait, I skipped the giant, damn it.
Yeah, because you undid him.
Yeah.
The thing.
Well. We'll come back to you, Grogo.
Okay, that's fine.
The giant grabs his axe, grabs it in both hands as he comes careening down. He swings.
Where's he getting advantage from?
Reckless attack.
Oh, he's okay.
No, against you.
Reckless attack.
Oh, that's right. Gives him advantage.
He careens down hard. Slash! You take 10 damage from the first blow. He swipes hard to the right as it cuts you across your chest for another 9, so 19 damage.
Your Goliath feature?
Was he blinded?
No. Alright, Grogo.
As far as charm does, I don't know what the status effect does. Can I command the mammoth to do things or no?
The mammoth still considers its master friendly, but it doesn't consider you a threat.
Okay. So, but I can't, like, command him to do anything.
No, you're thinking of, like, full
Okay.
full on possession and
Alright.
full on control.
Okay. Just wanted to figure out what that meant because it said it charmed him, so it's like I don't really know what the charm status does. Okay. But attacking his master doesn't undo the charm on him, right? As long as I don't
Correct.
mammoth itself. Okay.
If you attacked his master, the mammoth would perceive the two of you as like just roughhousing. Like, oh, it's what my master would probably want too. It's just friends fighting. Boys will be boys.
Okay. Is the guy wearing metal armor?
The frost giant is completely clad head to toe in like patchwork armor, fur and belts and skulls draped all about it.
But metal armor?
Patchwork armor.
Okay, so not metal.
Not made of metal, no.
I'm going to then going to make zombie huge.
Okay.
I'm cool with that.
All right then. So, Zombie, you began to.
And my weapon does an extra 1d4 damage. Nice.
Yeah. Where you came up to his kneecap, you now kind of come up to nipple height.
What trickery this?
It enlarges me by double?
Doubles yours.
So 14. Okay.
Clash of the Giants. Zombie.
Oh, I'm actually 15 feet because I'm 7 feet 5 inches tall. How tall is the giant actually?
About 15 feet.
Yeah, he's still got like a good 5, almost 10 feet on you.
Cool. I'm just, it's cool. I've never been this tall before.
I honor this now truly good fight.
Yes. Also, I'm right in his face and my beam goes off again.
Does it go off each turn?
Yes, it does as a bonus action. So you have to make the save again.
That means that he was supposed to attack normally.
He wasn't blinded.
Right, but he was
He
blinded.
made the save.
Oh, he made the save?
Yeah.
Made the save.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I checked. He did. Yeah, it was like 23 he rolled.
Yeah,
So
he's a giant.
Damage, and now he has to make the save to see if he's blinded or not.
Is it really every turn? I know some of them are only once.
It's a bonus action you can do every turn until his rage ends. You read the description. I don't know. That's what it said.
Your wild search table, right? Or rage table.
Rage table.
All the light shoots from your chest. You can use the effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action. Yeah, okay. All right, so another beam of light juts forth from your chest. He goes to shield his eyes, and what's your spell save?
I think he fails that.
What's your spell save?
We're checking right now.
He's definitely taking 5 damage.
Probably a pass. Without you got over 16. Or 16.
No. It goes off of my wisdom. 13, he beats it.
Okay. But yeah, he shields his eyes at the last second.
Oh fuck, we lost the vision.
And then I'm going to go ahead and attack. What?
Sorry, Matt. Acting wonky. Yeah, why did all the light go away?
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck happened there.
I know it's gone for me now.
It happened after you started typing.
There we go. Oh, critical hit! Crack! You hit hard across his face. Teeth fly out into the air as everything goes dark again. What the shit?
It's fine for me.
Same here.
I've got sight.
I lost sight. Yeah, I can't see the
Now I
giant
lost sight.
Try one other thing. Okay, there we go. I'm good. Okay.
Little second D4 there.
So that's 5. So that's 15 on that first hit. Then another 10 on the second hit. Nice.
And that's my turn.
All right. Frost Giant grips his axe in his hand.
Animal Father, witness me!
Now, did not
Swing.
attack recklessly.
Swing. Crash.
Both of those hit.
Crash. So that's 13 damage, and then another 14 damage.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use my Stone's Endurance here. So I get to roll a d12 and reduce the damage.
Okay. No, I'll add back whatever you reduce. So plus 4.
Oh,
There you go. The mammoth's head just kind of cocks to one side. It slowly turns over towards its master, and it goes...
No, Una! Heal!
Ruggo?
Walk over here. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Dark lightning begins jutting up the side of his leg as he kind of like wiggles and shakes off the pain. 12 damage. Meanwhile, the rest of the group.
And I also put on my 8 bonus health from my armor.
Thorin, what are you doing?
Yeah, at this point, I just kind of look to the group. I'm like, guys, shouldn't we help him?
Probably.
Yeah, it looks like he could probably use some help.
Yeah, I'm joining the fray. I'm gonna roll for initiative. There we go.
Okay. Benson, what are you doing?
By the way, I should mention everything went blank on my side. I can't see anyone except for the environment.
Refresh your page.
Does inflict wounds give me advantage on the next attack against him?
No.
Just does a ton of damage.
No, that's Vicious Mockery.
All right. So it looks like the three of you draw your weapons, ready to run into the fray. What about you, Phelan?
Phelan does as well.
Okay. What's your initiative? 11. Okay. Zomdi, you're up.
You little rat!
So 1 damage, and then he has to make the con save.
Blinded in a sudden flash of light.
Oh, he fails.
Yep.
So now my attacks have advantage.
So now all of our attacks have advantage.
Crack! You hit hard against him for 12 damage.
Nice.
Crack! Hard against him. 5.
And I'm going to go ahead and reposition myself. So he doesn't know exactly where I am. And I'm going to try and do it quietly.
I'll need a stealth check from you then, if you're trying to... Yeah, I mean, you're huge. Now, your footfall is much heavier. Thorin?
And a reminder, I told the group to not attack the mammoth earlier.
Correct.
Specifically mentioned that in chat that I told them not to.
I mean, I know for Everest he noticed that it's not aggressive, so.
Torin?
Yes, so sorry, 1 second. I'm going to run over here by the rock, kind of hide behind it, kind of Gears of War style. And I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to cast Healing Light on... I'm going to cast Healing Light on Samdi. With a memento.
Okay. While you're casting Healing Light, Phelan, what are you doing?
Here.
Phelan's gonna move, get in range, and she's gonna...
Aha! There you go.
Then she's gonna action surge and do one more.
You get advantage.
Yeah, he's blind.
Oh.
I mean,
It's fine. I'm fine with those rolls.
Okay. Yeah, you just full on fan the hammer.
Oh. Is my extra attack... Okay, I have extra attack, so one more time as well.
A little bit of lag in that last hammer fan. Yeah, you just start riddling him with bullets. Cries out in pain.
Woona!
Benson?
Benson is going to fly up over here. And then I am going to cast...
How high are you flying?
Did Samdi get that 13 health back, by the way?
I don't know, 5-10 feet off the ground, whatever.
Okay.
Not high. And then I'm gonna cast Enlarge Reduce on Sunday.
Okay. You are now the same size as the Frost Giant.
Copy. And did I get that health back?
Yeah. You gained, what was it, 13 health?
Woona! Crush them!
Takes his axe, and with his eyes closed, he just swings blindly at the ground beneath him, trying to hit, Grogo.
That second one hits.
Crack! You duck down low, and then he just kind of like hard kicks you real hard for 24 damage. Everest.
Ow.
Go up to here because it's going to use tumbling to get the extra distance. And cast that right behind the giant.
A crack of thunder erupts from behind him.
No, Tor!
As his whole body just heaves forward.
Arnhem. Thrym. Witness ma.
The grip on his axe goes slack.
Okay, well that problem solved.
Anything else, Everest?
No, that'll do it.
Oh, shoot.
Rears back and then lands down with a hard...
That hits.
30 damage as your leg gets cut underneath the mammoth. As you try so hard to dive out of the way, you hear a loud crunching sound as the mammoth... Gruggo.
Alright, I'm gonna placate my charmed animal. Hey, Woola, calm down, buddy. It's okay. These are our friends too, okay?
The mammoth isn't hostile towards you. It just continues trying to stomp hard at the ground around Everest, almost ignoring you.
I think it still hates me.
I would agree there.
Thunder's kind of loud. You kind of spooked it.
Yeah, yep, I got it. That.
We're
Can
still.
I try to make an animal handling check with advantage to calm it down and get it to stop attacking us?
You can try and make an animal handling check, yes.
Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah, no, the mammoth is in full attack mode. Somebody.
Somebody's gonna get on top of the mammoth and try and rein it in. I'm the same size as his rider, so let's see how this goes.
Okay. Animal handling check. Unfortunately, you came up behind a mammoth, and if they're anything like horses, you should never sneak up behind them. It bucks its hard leg back as you step back, narrowly being kicked in the large, giant dick.
Well, I was trying to get on his back like a bull.
Yeah, no, you couldn't get close. He starts bucking wildly. Torin.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. That is this one right here is.
That's
Everest.
All right. I give you more health. Ha ha ha. More healing. 1 second. There we go. There we go. And shaboom.
You gain 11 health. Balin.
Finn's gonna kind of look at Gruggo and be like, "Do we want to keep it or do we want it dead?"
Rather, we try to calm it down.
I can call. I have something that might work.
Balin wants to. Can you do it from range, Everest?
Yes.
Okay. Finn's gonna kind of try to grab Everest, and she's gonna use the dash action to run away with him because she wants to not have people die.
What are you doing?
She's getting Everest, and she's dashing away with him.
Athletics check. You rush over to Everest, and he's his whole left leg is completely gimped at the moment. The healing is taking its effect. The pain is numbed, but he's not able to move it. As you try and drag him, the mammoth stomps its feet one more time, and you lose your grip. You're not able to drag him.
Could I carry him army style with having his leg on the inner part and just have him kind of balance around me?
Fireman's carry.
Not with the 9.
You failed your athletics check. That's the problem.
Yeah. Benson.
Overhearing him say that he has something that he can do, I withhold my turn.
Okay. Everest.
Okay. So first, going to tumble away. Yeah, sure, that should be good. And then centered down. Let me double check on where it's gonna be. Okay, so centered about here. I am casting.
Hypnotic pattern. You create a twist and pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range. The pattern appears for a moment and vanishes. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it's not going to do anything over there.
No, shit, I thought that was saying 30 foot.
Gotta be.
I may have misjudged the distance. But, because that
30-foot cube means that's diameter, so.
For that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's sorry. That's
Oh, I
what
see.
I was going
Okay,
for.
so you're trying to just
Yeah, I wanted to
eclipse
try
him
to-
in the cube.
Yeah, I trying to get just the mammoth without hitting either
Like this.
Somdi or Grogo.
That works.
Okay. The creature is now charmed by you.
Sweet. So I believe it just.
And check against him to calm him down. Because he's still only charmed by me and you. He's not charmed by me.
It also has a speed of 0 right now, so it can't move.
It lowers its head
So,
hard
as-
and rears its head back, trying to gore Samdi.
If you can, it's
It
incapacitated.
can't.
It's charmed, not incapacitated.
No, the creature's incapacitated.
It does say it's
Oh, it does say
incapacitated.
incapacitated. Yeah. Oh, okay, then never mind. It's like looking around all confused.
Okay, so that'll last for a minute. So think you can. And so yeah, we're gonna figure something out from here. But it will get shaken out if you attack it. So yeah.
So what our two choices are leave or kill it.
No, it says using an action to shake the creature out of its stupor. I mean,
Yeah,
Or if it takes damage.
I know,
Yeah.
but if we do,
I'm gonna convince it.
I mean,
We have
it,
friendship for
then
24 hours on it.
you two have friendship on it.
Yeah.
Actually, just him. He just made it so that he can't move.
I don't think it's ever going to be friendly to the rest of us unless we get a crit on animal handling. But I will.
Well, it's not gonna. You could always try to use this to detain it. I mean, as long as it doesn't take damage.
What do you think, Samdi? Think you can tame it?
Well, I intend to try.
Yay!
Let's look at Grobo's turn.
Yeah, Grogo?
Well, I'm gonna attempt to calm it down further with my animal handling. Who's a good Stampy? Yes, you are. You're my good little Stampy boy. All right. Calm
Give me an
down.
insight check.
With normal?
Yeah.
Or
So as you try and console the creature, it's not able to move from its position. It looks confused and dazed. Its eyes just kind of wandering. It's not waving its tusks as hard as its trunk kind of goes from a ready curled battle position to like a slacked loose form. It kind of turns looking, calling out. You get the deep sense that it's trying to find its master, but its mind is lost in some kind of haze.
it might be that it's confused right now, and it might mistake you for its master as big as you are.
Oh, good.
Perhaps you should hide the body.
Yeah, good luck hiding a giant body.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead.
I mean, you should pick it up and throw it into the dungeon nearby.
I'm not big enough, maybe.
Somebody's big enough, maybe. Yeah.
What are the odds of that actually working, Loki?
I can't tell you those odds.
Okay. I'm just gonna try
Equal size,
and
and you have like ultra advantage on strength check.
Alright, I'll try it because it's still hypnotic pattern for a full minute, so we got plenty of time. I'm gonna try and chuck the frost giant's body into the water.
Okay, athletics check.
I get advantage to this, but do I get any additive pluses for?
Your enlarge would have given you advantage if you weren't already raging, but seeing as you haven't been attacked or attacked on your last turn, your rage has gone. So the enlargement does give you advantage.
Okay. And you said a strength check?
Yes, or athletics. Getting the idea from Phelan, you army lift this thing up onto your shoulders, and you start just kind of heaving his way over towards the water's edge. The hard dash, as his body just kind of...
Which my speed is 40, so...
Waves lap hard against the shore as his body slowly...
Before I tossed him in there, did he have a coin purse or something on him?
You didn't check.
Okay.
You picked him up and you yeeted him hard. His body sails through the air. A hard splash. Meanwhile, Torin.
Yeah. Well, question: is the mammoth still hostile? Okay, so the mammoth is definitely still hostile.
Hello. Do not attack the mammoth.
The mammoth is just kind of like looking about like a confused animal.
Okay. Honestly, I'm just going to wait where I'm just going to just watch and observe and just probably just go behind the rock a bit and yeah.
Phelan?
Everyone's gonna respectively just step back and let Grogo do his thing.
Benson?
I'm gonna go over to Sham Dizzles, and I'm going to heal him. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, buddy, you look like you took an axe to the face. Here you go."
19 health.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Everest.
Okay, so Everest is gonna use tumble to get some extra distance and stand over here by the fire.
Okay. The mammoth looks around and in its confusement, it calls out once more. Grogo?
Dampy boy, everything's gonna be just fine, okay, bud?
It lets out one hard stomp on the ground. Amdi.
So, what are the rules for incapacitated?
Incapacitated. Creature can't take actions or reactions.
Okay, perfect. Then I am going to walk up to it and with my large size, and I am going to mount it.
Give me an animal handling check. It tries its might to like not let it you get a foot holding. Every time you try and put your foot in the slip, the thing kind of just like swims and twists and turns.
It can't.
Its speed is 0, but you can do anything in place.
Okay. I'm gonna try again.
Thorin?
Yeah. I'm still watching, still waiting. Actually, I'm just probably gonna go by the fire and warm myself up at this point.
Phelan?
Phelan's getting toasty and is going back to making sure her guns don't lodge on her because that's gonna be routine now.
Benson?
Yeah, I'm just hanging it out over here, watching everything. I also think the minute is up.
Absolutely. As Everest?
Gonna watch the mammoth and just be ready for like recasting the spell or anything if necessary.
Okay. The mammoth stomps in place as it kind of looks you up and down, and at first it cocks its head to one side, but then it kind of lowers its brows. It watches you, Samdi. Brago.
Hey, buddy. Alright, everything's gonna be okay. Look, these are all friends, okay? Friends.
Lowers its head and its trunk low to the ground, and its long nose-like appendage just starts stroking and rustling your hair. I mean, given your size, it's more like a giant fucking plunger or something going to your forehead and then messing with your hair.
Who's a good Stampy? Yes, you are.
Samdi?
I'm gonna try and calm it down as well, because mounting it's not working. So I'm gonna try and make friends. Seeing as how me and its master were roughhousing.
The mammoth doesn't whack you with its mighty tusk, but it does just kind of like wince at your touch. It tolerates your existence. What is the campfire crew doing?
Watching and waiting, just
Okay.
making sure I'm ready if I need to cast a spell.
Okay. The mammoth's eyes go from this large dilation, Gruggo, as you see that it goes back to its sharpness. The mammoth just kind of like rears back and lets out one more mighty. Scoops up the large axe belonging to the giant in its tusk. Turns back and looks at you one more time, Gruggo.
Bye! Have a good time! We'll miss Stampy!
Bye.
As it stomps off into the fjords.
Stampy was a good boy. Alright.
Okay. Who wants
Now
to
I'm
take
gonna
that story?
sit down.
We didn't get free transportation out of that, but at least we didn't get murdered.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So are we gonna try to take a rest out here?
I mean, my leg would appreciate it.
I agree.
It's unfortunate. It seems like nothing's really working out for us the past couple of days.
I don't know.
Other than killing a small-time goddess, but yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Got us with a big time complex.
Sammy's gonna go ahead and I guess sit down.
Okay. You guys warm yourselves by the fire as the basking sun kind of warms your skin. The winds begin to die down and settle, and as the night comes, you each retreat to a tent, cuddling each other for warmth. As morning breaks, you break camp and then have to decide, where are you going? On foot.
Samdi, the moment the sun starts to crest over, breaks down his tent and immediately starts heading toward his Ackbeaks along the sea route. So he doesn't get lost.
Hey, what is everyone else doing?
So wait, hold on. Somebody's trying to track down his axe beaks.
So far away, Samdi. How the fuck? Oh my god. Why don't we just head to town first?
I would agree. Resupply, and then we can find your axe beaks.
Well, they don't have a lot of feed left, and I don't feel like losing another one or having to pay to get another one.
You guys are kind of rich now.
Yeah, we are.
What do you mean?
We could also get more, get find some safe passage up there. I mean, surely there's somebody who travels that way.
Well, if we're walking that way, it's 30 miles. It's going to take us several days to get there. Versus if we just go to town, it's the same distance.
30 and
That's
20 is
better.
not the same.
Halfway there.
I'm voting for town.
Let's just head to Bremen.
Mm-hmm.
Question, real quick. I have snowshoes, so I don't get impeded by the snow as far as walking and stuff like that. Correct?
Snowshoes do grant a different speed over snow. That is correct.
Okay. The average person can travel between 20 to 30 miles in a day.
D&D has its own rules regarding overland travel.
And also, if we were traveling as a group, we would likely be traveling at the pace of the slowest person.
Yeah. And if you wanted to travel by yourself up there, you could travel at a fast pace and go 30 miles total. You'd have a -5 penalty to your wisdom perception scores. If you wanted to go at a normal space, you could go 24 miles, and if you wanted to go at a slow pace, you can go 18 miles.
I found the same information, yes.
Well, on foot without snowshoes, every hour is with snowshoes half a mile. So if Revel's End is 30 miles away with his snowshoes, it would still take him 60 hours. Without snowshoes, you guys only can move a quarter of a mile a day. So with you guys heading to Bremen, which is 17, we'll say 18 miles because uphill and is a thing. 18 miles at a quarter speed. If you guys are doing a full 12-hour journey, sunrise, sunset kind of deal.
We can get to here. This is road, right? That black line is road, right?
No, that's Crested Ridge.
Oh,
You guys can
dark
cover
black
12 miles, 12.25 miles in a full day's worth of travel.
like this dark black line though. That's road, right?
That's Riverbank.
Yeah, because that's all ice.
Yeah, this crest is the edge of the ice in the river.
Yeah, this is a river here that goes out into the thing. The road are these dots.
Red dots, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys have been getting between 10 towns really fast because you've had the road path and actual like sled travel.
Yeah.
Even if you guys had like your wagon to get to Revel's End would take you a day and a half because it's 30 plus miles, and a dog sled gives you 1 mile an hour. That's just overland. So it's going to take you guys like 2 days just to get to Bremen.
Yeah, so I think Ryan's thing is if it's going to take us 2 days regardless to get to Bremen, and it's only like 10 miles farther to get to the place, I think he'd rather not go to town and he just wants to go up to his axe peaks.
Well, ask yourself this. If you guys go up to Revel's End and then at a mile's pace get back to like say Lonelywood.
We have our axe peaks in our cart at that pace. We wouldn't have to go at slow pace.
Correct, but that's still with the axe peaks, it's 1 mile an hour. Yeah, you're looking at almost roughly 70 miles worth of travel. Go there and back. For what is equivalently 300 gold's worth of stuff. Do you have anything vital in the wagon?
I just want my axe to my wagon back.
Yeah, no.
Fair, yep.
Yeah, he does.
Oh.
Yep.
I think
if they want to go to 10 towns, that's fine. I can follow the sea route and right along the edge here and get there in 2.5 days.
I mean, you guys can totally split. By the time it takes him to get to Revel's End with his snowshoes, would be basically about the time it takes you guys to get to Bremen.
Okay.
I mean, if he's absolutely
Okay.
fucking obsessed with getting his axe beaks and
I mean, is there anyone in this party who can even
Whatever.
stop him?
Nope.
Pretty much no. Alright. Well
I
then,
was
this
hired
zombie,
to
when you
drive
get your
there.
axe...
Whoa,
I
whoa.
need to drive the cart, so I'm going to go get my cart.
Have fun getting your cart.
meet
I
us
will.
back at Brinchander or something, I guess. We'll all meet up at Brinchander.
Okay.
Yeah, see you, Prince Shander.
And then for me and the rest of the group, I'm gonna be like, hey, Gruggo, do you think it could be a good idea for us to like makeshift like a small sled out of that raft that we had, and cast levitate on it, and then jump on it and just like push a bunch of people?
Levitate would take it straight up. If y'all jumped on it, it would just flop on the ground. And it only really worked for downhill.
Well, I'm talking about using a light amount of wood that 3-4 people can get on, and then we cast levitate on it twice, and then I can fly it.
You'd be moving at a flying pace, which would be the equivalent of having decent snowshoes. So you'd be moving as fast as Somdi.
And
it would take you
Only
one.
for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Gives us what level spell is that?
10 minutes. You'd be shaving 10 minutes off of a 28-hour journey.
And we just got a long rest, right?
And I don't know. I mean, putting people on the sled and pulling it's one thing, but with flying, it's a little more energy exerted. You would get exhausted within the first hour. And you'd also be burning through spell slots, which would then require resting, which would then extend the length of the journey.
I mean, we can just head over there. So Somdi left these other 2 tents behind for us to take with us, I guess. Let's pack that shit up.
Yeah, did you guys want to consolidate and go through your gear before you all split ways?
Yeah.
Zombie, is there anything you needed from them before you wander off into the sunset?
I'm double
Sunrise?
checking right now.
Okay. So yeah, so as you guys are breaking down camp, everyone give me a perception check.
Gruggo sees all.
Gruggo is all.
You notice that
Oh, wait,
people are rummaging their belongings and grabbing their food rations, and Torin starts to take a little bit of rations from your pile and puts it in his backpack, and you're just like, hey, that's mine!
Sorry.
No, I got everything I need.
Okay. So as you guys are breaking down camp, and you pack up all your goods, and you just kind of wave each other adieu, Samdi, you start your long, tenuous march along the coastal bay, all along the way, looking out for any potential wildlife, anything you can spear or snare or pluck up off the ground or scavenge along the way. The rest of you start your long, arduous trek through the heavy, thickened snow. Your shins, your feet, everything biting the cold. Even with the sun beating down on you, you now face the new arduous task of snow blindness as you shield and pull your scarves over tight, trying to narrow your field of view. But you, Gruggo, you notice something that hasn't been seen for some time. A large shadow streaks across the snow. As you look up, you catch, eclipsing the sun for just a moment, this large, winged figure before it disappears into the white clouds. It's eastbound.
Some weird shit flying over there. Man, something comes swooping down on us. I'm gonna be pissed.
Okay. And that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
Okay.
So I just wanted to clarify: long rest, one long rest only removes one level of exhaustion, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
As long as you're
One
able to
village.
reduce a day's worth of water and food.
Ah, that's right. I need to remove ration. Thank you for reminding me.
That's
so,
correct.
Loki,
I think
Yo.
you also have to be warm.
you said we're rich now. How much money are we supposed to have?
Oh, you guys got more than a
Vectors-
couple thousand, like
More than
almost
two.
15,000 gold, I think we calculated it at.
I don't
For
think we
each of
had
us?
that much. In my bag alone, I've got like 3K.
Yeah, it pretty much all went into Razan's bag, and I know they spent some of it at the armory.
Yeah, I should probably clarify. Right now, Phelan is rich.
Right.
I was gonna say, because from my count, and I've been trying to keep track of it, I only have 30 gold, 20 silver, and 5 copper.
That's because we don't have gold. We have items that are worth gold.
Yeah, we have
We have the-
bartering items.
We've got a puifui. We've got a.
Well, before we get into that, I just want to thank everyone for watching our stream. Have a good night. Catch you next Monday. All right, stream is stopped. You guys can speak
Yeah,
freely
I
now.
guess let's not subject